Hi all, and welcome back to the channel. Lost in Random, The Eternal Die is a new roguelite from Stormteller Games and Thunderful, clearly inspired by Hades. And just to be clear, if you notice any frame drops in this footage, that's on me, not the game. I'll explain why later. As always, I go straight to the things you want to know and skip the filler. I know this game looks a lot like Hades, but it's really a must-play. Some of the best things don't become clear until you actually play it. So let me start with the two mechanics that really set it apart. After that, I'll tell you why I ended up loving it. First, let's talk about your dice companion. Your dice acts like an extra weapon, but what really matters is how it interacts with the relics you collect during your run. When you roll, the number triggers different effects or buffs based on your equipped relics. It might sound like RNG, but it's actually very well balanced. The effects are spread across multiple outcomes, and you roll so often that something always triggers, turning the chaos into controlled strategy. The second unique feature is the relic board. You collect relics and pearls, then place them on a grid. Line up 3 in a row, and you get a bonus buff. Once the board is full, you can stack on top of existing relics, losing the effect but keeping the buff. That relic board is more than just a gimmick. It's actually the first reason I ended up loving this game. It adds real depth to your build decisions. You're not just reacting to what drops, you're planning several moves ahead. It gives you more control than most roguelites, and that makes each run feel more strategic. It also gives a personal feeling to your build, because your build isn't just a predictable path of upgrades, it's a direct consequence of the choices you made. One of the cool side effects of this system is how your playstyle changes over time. Early on, you don't interact with it that much, because it's a roguelite and you're mostly busy, dying. But once you start reaching deeper runs, you'll use it more, and the fact that it changes how you play keeps things feeling fresh for longer. The second reason is how the combat feels. There aren't many action games where it feels this tight. You really feel like you can dodge away from any attack at the last second. I'm not an expert by any means, but this goes head-to-head with the absolute best in the genre. It might even be better. The third reason is similar to other roguelites, but this one goes really crazy later in the game, especially because you also boost the dice. There are so many effects, and it creates a great sense of progression. I'd really recommend trying to do a dice-focused run. Those are the coolest in my opinion. One last thing I need to mention, and it ties back to those frame drops I talked about earlier, is how insanely well optimized this game is. The only reason I have any drops is because I'm technically running it at 8K. I've got it set to 4K with a render scale of 2, and even then, I'm getting over 100 FPS. You can absolutely run this game on a potato. To summarize, and to be clear, I'm not a roguelite expert, but I'm pretty sure every roguelite fan will love this. Oh, and before I forget, it's available on Game Pass, and there's an easy mode, so it could totally be your first roguelite as well. That was it. If you like videos that don't waste your time, then please consider liking and subscribing. Regardless, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.